Yeah, I am. Isaac that connected me to you on the group. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I sent him a proposal for the buying of the, yes, for selling of the gold, but he has not sent the proposal to you because we have a proposal before we issue L.O.I. It is after you agree with our proposal that we will issue you L.O.I. That
Frank,
is our
no, Frank, you have to understand that this is not a joke business. Okay? And I'm very strict. I am the extension of the seller. Our full corporate offer is already available online. On the group chat, I put the F.C.O. You better read it because we don't send the F.C.O. anymore. I put everything online because I want buyer's agent or buyer to understand that this is not a joke business. This is not. This is a real business. Gold is real business. Mhm. Most of you, excuse me if I say this very bluntly. I understand that broker wants to make money, but you need to read, you need to follow, and you need to identify who is the main buyer because I'm going to reject you guys if I don't see that the buyer is really real because I'm going to interview your buyer.
Yes, he agreed. He said, except when you submit that FCO to his email, I will give you the email address because they are a group of buyers and they have three different kinds of.
Where is your buyer coming from?
You
Is he
understand?
a mandate? Where is your mandate coming from?
One is coming from US, United States of America.
I want
One
to
is
talk to him.
coming from London. And one is coming from
He's just
Europe.
collecting
So
information.
they have to see your FCO first before they can entertain your.
No, our FCO is already online in the group. You read it. You read it and forward it to him. Because to me, I'm going to reject you guys. I'm very strict. Because I have been rejected hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fake buyers. Yeah. And I don't have time to waste my time. You understand?
Yes. But I expected Mr. Isaac to send you the proposal.
The proposal is very simple. No, the proposal is very simple. Just read it. Pay attention. Yeah, just read it. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you, Frank. Thank you very much. And I don't have time to teach people. I am here to do business properly. Okay? If you don't read it, I'm going to reject you guys. Because what a waste of time. People are collecting information, wasting time. That's why I put everything online so that you and your buyer understand and the broker understand. This is not a joke business. You understand? So you better talk to Frank that Wilhelmina called. I called him that who is this buyer? I want to talk to the buyer, and I want to talk to buyer's mandate. Where is the buyer's mandate coming from?
Okay.
So you better be transparent because if you connect me to these people, bunch of joker broker, I'm going to reject you guys. So I don't have time.
Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem.
So you send that full corporate offer very extensively to Frank and let Frank read it, and he has to understand that collecting information, what a waste of time. Okay?
Okay.
So you forward it to Frank and tell Frank that Wilhelmina wants to talk to the buyer or the buyer's mandate. Okay. And when I asked Frank, he said his buyer is from US and from London. To me, he's just dreaming. Okay. I have been rejected hundreds and hundreds of fake buyers. We're sick and tired, and I'm sick and tired dealing with chain of broker. If you want to earn money, you need to read it rather than running around and collecting information. Yeah. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? I'll talk to and who is this buyer mandate that live in Victoria, Melbourne? What is his number? Tell him I want to talk to him And I read his proposal. It's not convincing enough.
Okay.
His LOI is not convincing. Very, very clear. If he is a businessman, if he knows his job, he has to be concise. Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
All right. So better learn faster because Wilhelmina is very strict. Everybody come to Wilhelmina because I'm the only person who put everything online, but you need to read it. Because I don't have time to teach people. Okay?
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thanks, Isaac. Okay, thank you. Bye. Good evening, everyone. May I inform everyone whether you are a buyer's agent or a buyer? Buyers using chain of broker to outsource gold. You know that gold is coming from Africa 98%. Now, I understand that you are now on the internet, you are on WhatsApp, you are on LinkedIn, you are on Messenger, you are on Facebook. When you come to Wilhelmina, I want you to read our full corporate offer. I put everything on the social media, on my YouTube channel, and on Facebook, and also on WhatsApp. And those buyers agent or chain or broker doesn't read properly, to me you're just wasting your time. I'm telling you, gold business is not a joke business. We need to know the background of the buyer. And we don't bring gold to Hong Kong. And we don't bring gold to Dubai. The buyer has to do a proper introduction and who is the buyer and the background of the buyer, because there are so many scrupulous buyer pretending to be a buyer, and they wanted to smuggle the gold. They wanted to teach us to bring the gold undocumented. We don't work that way. We don't. The real buyer, if you're working for a buyer, whoever you are, the broker or agent, if you're working for the buyer, you outsource supply gold and diamond and you come to Wilhelmina. I am the only person who put my face on the social media, on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook, and on WhatsApp, right? And everything. If you are working for your buyer, you better learn to read. You better learn how to comprehend. You better learn how to digest. Because my job is to screen the buyer. And my job, when you come to Wilhelmina, my question is, how did you get my contact number? You're gonna say, oh, Wilhelmina, I saw you on YouTube. Did you really read it? Because the full corporate offer is already on my YouTube channel. Every video, the extensive full corporate offer, you need to read. After you listen to the video, you click below. The full corporate offer is on every video in front of you. May I remind to all buyers, agent, and buyers, I know you've been searching for supply gold and rough diamond. And when you search on YouTube, the only person you're gonna find is Wilhelmina. I am the extension of the seller and based in Australia. I review the letter of some of a buyer's agent. I'm not going to mention his name. He's from Australia. It's not workable at all. You will only get the supply when you follow the procedure of the seller and you follow the government regulation. Now, I don't want to keep on repeating. You read the full corporate offer on this video. Read it and digest it properly. Then you come back to Wilhelmina. The letter of interest must be coming from the buyer. not cut and paste from chain of broker. Meaning to say, you're just collecting information. That is fine, but the purpose that I put everything is to minimize problem and to minimize the buyer and the seller's issue. When you deal too many brokers in one buyer, you are going to fail. At the moment I read the message, there were 5 buyers agent requesting to send me email to them, and I told this group of brokers on WhatsApp, you need to forward it to your buyer and let your buyer's agent, or 5 of you, read it. I know one of the gentlemen, I'm not going to mention his name, is an old man. Yeah, he's always on LinkedIn, he's always in Facebook and WhatsApp collecting information. Information is worth $1,000,000, you must remember. And the information is coming from Wilhelmina. And you are the buyer's agent or the mandate of the buyer. And then you come to Wilhelmina, and Wilhelmina is very strict. You need to read the full corporate offer in front of you on this video, or else you wouldn't get the gold from us. Now, you're gonna ask, well, Amina, how much is my commission? You don't know if your buyer meet the criteria, then you ask for commission. Now, I will go on the price of gold, because the price of gold, it fluctuate. Last week, the price of gold is 64,124. Today is Monday, 63,888.63. And then you're gonna ask, what is the price? Our selling price less 8% LBMA. Now you're gonna say, well, Amina, what is the LBMA? The price of gold based on the world market demand. Whatever the price on the world market, less 8%. Okay? I want you to figure out if you are a buyer's mandate or a buyer. The buyer is just using you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Mr. Broker, whoever you are, your buyer is just using you. This morning, I have been rejected 3 fake buyers. They are from Dubai and they are from Hong Kong. Their terms and condition is not acceptable. They wanted us to bring the gold to Dubai and then they will pay after the gold arrive in Dubai. No, Dubai is a hub for smuggling. The buyer wanted us to teach us to smuggle the gold undocumented. We don't do that. If you're watching me, Mr. Buyer, you're in Dubai, you're a crook. Dubai has changed the rules and regulation because Dubai is the hub of all smuggling. Gold coming from Zimbabwe, gold coming from Ghana, gold coming from Sierra Leone, gold coming from Mali, gold coming from Conakry is smuggled into Dubai. Now on my platform, there was an article, gold from Mali smuggled in Dubai, gold from Zimbabwe smuggled in Dubai. One of the niece of the president was being caught. She think that she can bring the gold out of Zimbabwe because she is the niece of the president. What happened? She was being caught in custom. When your luggage check in with the X-ray machine and the customs saw that there was something on the luggage, there was 6 kilos of gold bound for Dubai. So we don't do business like that. I even advise my seller, do not follow what other African trying to smuggle gold out of the country. Do not. If the buyer cannot meet the criteria, tell them good luck. There's so many buyers scrupulous. Even buyers in Sierra Leone right now, stuck in Sierra Leone. And I told the buyer, I can supply you, we can supply you, but you have to follow the rules and regulations of the government, or else you don't get the gold. There's so many Indians fly to Sierra Leone, and they said, oh, I was being scammed. You're one of the scammer. Why? Because you want to cut corner. The government has changed because the Sierra Leone losing income, Mali losing income, Conakry losing income. There was a buyer from Dubai. He's a French national, and he deal with us, and he sent his a proof of fund, and I validated, and I advised my head office to consider. And this buyer, he was being offered gold in Conakry, undervalued, and he didn't deal with us. What happened? The gold didn't arrive in Dubai. And then he said, oh, and Conakry full of scammer. You are one of these scammer, Mr. Buyer, if I mention your name. You are one. You pay taxes and the gold didn't arrive. So if I mention this person, believe me, you are going to be surprised, because I'm very, very blunt. I want to stop this scrupulous broker, scrupulous buyer to pay taxes. You cannot take the gold and diamond to pay taxes and alone. You cannot. Because there is a rules and regulation. You need to pay bank to bank in order to show the cash inflow. And when you come to Wilhelmina, when you use my services, I am going to charge you. I am not here to just give you my knowledge. I already given you the knowledge worth $1 million here in front of you. But when I travel with you, it's a different scenario. You walk into the lawyer's office, you are going to be charged. And you come to Wilhelmina that I'm interviewing you, and I have to validate you before I will advise my head office to proceed. And then when I validate you, yes, you will be invited. You will get the landing visa as a company guest, and Wilhelmina will accompany you. Yes, Wilhelmina will charge her services. Today, 2023, I'm charging $20,000 to assist you. Do you mean to say when I travel with you is free? No, in this world there is no free. I am not giving you for free when I travel. I already given you free already online, and you don't read. On 2025, the gold will rise to 5,000 per ounce. At the moment, almost 2,000 per ounce. And when the price of gold goes up, my services will also goes up. We are now ending 2023. We are now on November 6. Next month would be December, Christmas. If I were you, Mr. Buyer, watching me, you better act now. Do not wait for chain of joker broker to collect information. They're coming to see Wilhelmina, but I rejected them. This video direct to the main buyer. You are using this chain of broker, and then at the end of the day, you fail, and then you don't trust Africa. Africa is the main source of supply. There is one Australian. I look at his fake L.O.I. Didn't convince me at all. I rejected. I told the broker it's not workable. You read, Mr. Buyer, if you search gold on YouTube channel, YouTube channel is a very, very unique site. Everybody go to YouTube channel. And Mr. Buyer, if you are not paying attention, I'm telling you, you're gonna burn your fingers. You keep on running around. Everybody come to Wilhelmina. Everybody. Why? I'm the only person who put everything online, and I show my face. And most of you joker broker doesn't show your face. I call you joker. This is not for joker broker business. This is a real business. Now again and again, our selling price LBMA less 8% tax included. We don't deal chain of joker broker. We prefer to deal directly to the buyer. Then we give the buyer a leeway. Mr. Buyer, if you're watching me, You don't need a chain of joker broker. You don't. You have a computer, you have an internet, you search gold, my video pop up into your screen. You don't need the chain of joker broker. You don't. I rejected those chain of joker broker. They don't pay attention. They don't read. They were being excited. I'm not excited until I validated you, Mr. Buyer. After you read the full corporate offer, Mr. Buyer, three things I'm going to ask you. After you read the full corporate offer, then you send me a copy of your business registration. Send me a copy of your importation license, your passport copy, and the proof of fund. Without that, don't come to Alamina. Why? You already saw Wilhelmina, and I don't know you. So you need to convince Wilhelmina in order to believe that you're a buyer. You already saw Wilhelmina on my YouTube, and you went to my platform on Facebook and on WhatsApp, and then you don't introduce yourself to me. You are not a buyer. You're just a scrupulous joker broker. I'm sorry if I'm saying this direct to the point. Because you tarnish Africa. Buyer wanted the cheap price, and then when the gold didn't come, they're gonna say, oh, Africa is a cheater. You're one of the cheater. Look at this niece of president of Zimbabwe. Look at that. She tried to smuggle gold from Zimbabwe to find a buyer in Dubai. She was being arrested. And another buyer stranded in Mali. She's been there for a month. And she was begging me. I said, no, I cannot help you. We don't do business like that. I would only convince my seller if you convince Wilhelmina. Read first the full corporate offer if you're searching gold supply. And if you search on YouTube, you read the full corporate offer, because if you don't read it and you come to Wilhelmina, you are going to fail. Because the full corporate offer is already in front of you. And if you don't read it, then you are going to be rejected, because I'm going to reject you if you are not paying attention. As I've said to you, after you read the full corporate offer, if you're a buyer, you send a formal letter of interest. Attention to Wilhelmina. Show me a copy of your business registration. Show me a copy of your importation license. Show me your passport copy, and show me the proof of fund. Without that, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it at all. Okay? So I hope you understand, Mr. Buyer. Okay? So now, as I've said to you, don't ask what is the price, because the price is already in front of you. Read it. When my seller hired Wilhelmina to handle marketing on their behalf, the seller didn't teach me. They just give me, oh, Wilhelmina, this is our terms and conditions. This is the tax on our government. In Mali, 7%. In Conakry, 6.5%. Now in Sierra Leone, the government reduced the tax, government sales tax. Go on my platform on Facebook. I copy the articles from the government. Instead of 6.5%, the government reduced it to 5%. So you are a winner, Mr. Buyer. Every time you buy, you pay the government sales tax. Without paying government sales tax, gold will not leave the country of origin. You pay the gold plus government sales tax. Now, when you buy from us, because you are using Wilhelmina services, I will ask my head office to waive the tax. Now, the tax on every bar is 3,150 in every bar. So you see, if for example, where's the calculator? For example, you want 20 kilos. 20 times 3,150. This is the tax. The tax is $63,000. Our selling price, 8%, tax included. So you're a winner. So think about it. Use your mathematics. And your eyes is bigger than the profit. And when you deal with chain of joker broker, you have to pay Mr. Buyer the services. Now, you are using my services. I am your business facilitator. At the same time, I'm the seller extension. I'm the authorized to reject you, and I'm authorized to say yes or no, and I'm authorized to give you a very good deal price. I will renegotiate to my head office to give you more than 8%. But you need to convince Wilhelmina. All right. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good evening.